Hello, everybody. I'm Dennis Prager, and this is the Fireside Chat, number 341. A very serious opening thought, but first I want to remind you that all the Fireside Chats are made possible thanks to the people, that is you, who joined Prager United. Prager United makes the Fireside Chat possible, keeps it free like everything we do at Prager University. And so we're very grateful to you, and we'd hope you join. Go to PragerUnited.com. There's a whole host of benefits for joining, aside from the fact that you're doing good work for the world by keeping this going. PragerUnited.com. Well, I have a very serious topic today. It's the subject of my column this week. So let me give you a little background. The most famous libel, I hope I don't have to define, but in case I do, is a deliberate lie about a person or a group. And the most famous libel is called the blood libel. For centuries, in various communities in medieval Europe, there were Christians, obviously not all Christians, but many, and it caused horrible suffering for Jews over the course of centuries. Jews were accused of taking a Christian child, slaughtering the child, and using the child's blood to bake matzah. Now, the staggering nature of the absurdity of it, and I wish it were just absurd, but it led to Jews being burned alive. Whole communities, all of English Jewry was expelled from England. I think it was the 13th century. And this continued for centuries. So first you have to know how absurd it is, as I use the word absurd. Well, it's so absurd. Have you ever heard of matzah? That is the unleavened bread of Passover, having any blood used. How do you even do it? The absurdity of it, baking matzah with blood. Number two, there was a ban on eating blood, on consuming even meat with blood in it. It is one of the first laws of the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. And by the way, interestingly, and I have to discuss this with some of my Christian pastor friends and priest friends, is how do they regard it? Because it is a universal law. This law is before the 10 Commandments, before laws given specifically to Jews. And that is that human beings shall not consume animal blood when they eat animals. The idea is blood, and it's written, blood is life, which is true. And you can take the animal's carcass, its flesh, and eat it, but you can't take its life. It's symbolic and powerful. So Jews obviously could not consume human blood, but they could not even consume for 3,000 years, and it was strictly obeyed, animal blood. Bake matzah with human blood. I mean, the evil of this libel is staggering, but it was spread. We now have, that's my background, we now have an equivalent libel against the Jews, and that is the genocide libel. It is as great a lie as the blood libel. I hope it takes on a life of its own as the second great lie about Jews, that the Jewish state is committing genocide in Gaza. So a few responses. Number one, not in order of importance, but nevertheless, here they go, a few. This is my weekly reminder that the rest of the Fireside Chat is at PragerU.com. And there's a sad reason that this takes place, because we don't trust big tech not to pull the plug on PragerU videos one day. So we would like you to get used to starting to watch our content, like the Fireside Chat, directly at PragerU.com. So go there now and start there next week at PragerU.com. And the easiest way is with the PragerU app. So see you there in a moment.